Hi there everybody, I'm Roslyn and today I am going to be doing the intro and explanation for this book. So this comes before a Let's Play video that I am going to do next. So it explains kind of the concept of game books, just briefly, and this one in particular, what it's all about, because they don't all use the same format. This here is Lemmings Adventure Gamebook 1, The Genesis Quest by Nigel Gross and John Sutherland. It was published by Puffin, and that was in, let me turn to the front and see when, 1995. Cool. It was £3.99 at the time. You'll struggle to get it for that now, but never mind. I'll read you out the back of it. It says, "In the beginning, the world of lemmings is drifting into chaos. An ancient medallion lost, then found in Lemmings the tribes, has now gone missing again. The Lemmings artifact has been broken up and sent to different parts of their kingdom. They desperately need to retrieve this precious object, and you, and by you they mean me, it's very exciting, have been asked to help. Are you ready to accept this challenge to join the Lemmings on this fateful quest? An incredible cliff-hanging adventure awaits those brave enough to accept." I think that sounds brilliant. I think I had this book, there were two Lemmings books when I was a kid that I remember, and I had one of them in the library, I had the other one, and I did play both, and I remember none of this, because I was like 10 or something. I don't even know what age I was when I found these, and got them, and read them and stuff. I remember them being a hoot. I remember them being absolutely brilliant, so this one should be fun. Let me get the front bit. Ah yeah, here we go. The world according to Lemmings. Oh, and we get a cute little, you see that? A cute little illustration of this guy there. A little lemming there for you. That's what these guys are. They are the Lemmings. The world according to the Lemmings. The Lemmings, as perhaps you already know, live on the island. This is a special place, and one for which the Lemmings, although they don't know it, are perfectly suited. The island is a place full of puzzles and traps to catch the unwary lemming, and the Lemmings love it. At least, well, it says at least, but they mean at least. At least they would if they ever stopped to think about it. You see, that involves the two things the Lemmings never really did: stopping and thinking. Lemmings, well, they like to move, they like to dance, they like to jump, they like to dig. In fact, they like to do most things, and do those things in lots of different ways. Over the years, the Lemmings have formed into 12 different tribes, each doing lots of things in their own way. There are medieval Lemmings who just love to party in old-fashioned clothes. Then there's the classical Lemmings. They're very traditional and love digging. Highland Lemmings like music, and Shadow Lemmings like the dark. So many opportunities to bump into things. They all live together on the island, but keep to their own parts. No one can say how long this has been going on, as Lemmings don't worry very much about time. Well, not unless it involves getting stuck into something, or getting out of something, or digging through something, or falling over something. Oh, we get another little picture. I think that's a little builder, is it? A builder lemming, maybe? Holding a bit of wood, maybe? Or is he a builder? Is he making steps? I don't know. says, anyway, all of this is what the Lemmings do, and usually that's about it. Unfortunately, every once in a while the Lemmings get an urge. It starts off as just a vague feeling. Then it grows and grows till they just can't resist it. They simply must do it. But what? Well, it's like this. Lemmings don't take much interest in history and such like, but deep in every lemming's memory is a picture of when all the lemmings lived together and were, well, more or less the same. Now the lemmings don't really want to be all the same again, but there's an old legend that says, well, it goes a bit like this. Old days, a medal. We all got a bit, now we got to bring it together. Not a lot of it there, really, is there? But then again, what would you expect from Lemmings? As an aside, I recall this must have been when they'd come out with Lemmings 2, or is there a 3 even now? I think 1 and 2 were out then. So the first Lemmings just had these guys, the classic guys in Lemming World, right? I think they got zesty with the second one and did have different types, so I think that's what they're alluding to here. Lemmings, for those who don't know, being a very well-known and classic computer game that was out for all sorts of consoles, like just everything. It was out for the Amiga, the Amiga 500 and 1200, it came out for the Atari ST, it came out for the Mega Drive and the SNES, no doubt. It came out for tons of things, all sorts of things had it. I think the Master System probably had a version of it. Absolute hoot of a game. It did need a mouse though, so I do recall the Mega Drive. Oh, the Master System didn't have one because of that, I think. The Mega Drive one was a bit janky. I did used to have it, but it was crap because you had to use... I think the Mega Drive did have a mouse that you could use to control it, but it was stupid and only worked with that really, so why would you ever have one? And it was so clunky, I would play it on the Amiga 1200, which I also had it for. Anyway, sorry for that, back to the book. Translated into English, old days a medal. We all got a bit, now we got to bring it together, right? This means that each tribe of lemmings must find its piece of the great medallion so that it can be put back together again. There's not much in the legend about what happens if the lemmings fail. It's probably pretty bad. Now, all this may sound okay. Okay. But getting all the parts of the medallion is not as easy as it sounds. After all, lemmings are prone to the odd accident or two. By themselves, the lemmings are going to find this a little tricky. A plan needs to be thought out. Not a strong point of the lemmings. Now this is where you come in. The lemmings are ready and willing, and all they need is a bit of direction and perhaps a little luck, and the great lemming quest is go! Oh, we get a little shadow lemming there, I think. A little ninja looking lemon. Nice. Loving the illustrations so far. We haven't even got started, we're getting all these brilliant, oh my gosh. By the introduction we get this guy. A little mining lemming. Love these guys. So that's the blurb for Lemmings, okay? We're now on to the introduction. It's going to explain what a game book is. It won't take long, okay? Introduction. This is a game book. You may have read lots of them before, but just in case you haven't, we thought we'd better tell you. You don't read this book like you would a normal book, starting at the first page and ending with the last. In the Genesis quest, you decide how the lemmings will find all the separate parts of the Great Medallion. The lemmings are good at lots of things, but thinking isn't one of them. You're going to have to do that for them. If you make the right choices, then the lemmings will succeed, but if you make the wrong ones, well, you'll soon find out. Okay, now we're on to playing the game, so it's going to tell me how I do this book in particular. Playing the game. In the Genesis quest, you will guide the lemmings through many tricks, traps, and puzzles. That sounds good. This book is divided into 400 paragraphs, each with a number. The first one is 1 and the last one is 400. But you don't read through them in number order. Instead, each paragraph ends with a number of choices, so it's like a branching tree type deal, right? By the side of each of these choices, a number is printed in bold type. So they're going to give me a choice, it'll tell me where to go in the book. But I'll kind of handle all of that. You guys don't really need to think about that. So I decide what I want them to do, continue from there, and just carry on like this until you've either finished the adventure or failed along the way. Unlike a lot of game books, there isn't a lot of fighting in this one. Lemmings can fight if they really have to, but violence doesn't really appeal. If the lemmings do get into a sticky position, then you'll be told how to fight in the main text. To start off playing the Genesis quest, all you need is a pencil, a piece of scrap paper, and a normal 6-sided dice. I have these. In this book, you get to control 8 tribes of lemmings. Each tribe has its own special abilities and its own special problems. You decide in which order to play the zones. Okay, cool. If you get stuck in one zone, you can leave and go on to another, but be warned, you will have to finish all 8 zones to complete the quest. Interesting. I'm going to have a little drink again and then carry on with the explanation. It is important to hydrate. To start off with, you get 50 lemmings. Okay, that doesn't sound like a lot to me if I remember the games, but okay. There's lots of dangers along the way. Oh, that's what they're telling me, okay. So although 50 may sound like a lot, you're going to have to be very careful with them. At the end of each zone, you will be given 5 more lemmings to play with as a reward. Okay. There's 8 of them, I assume. 7 and then maybe... Okay, up to 35 maybe. I think it's saying. Okay, I'll bear that in mind, that's cool. The type of lemmings you can have depends on the zone you're in. The book will tell you when you need to make this choice and also what types you have. Nice. There are a lot of different types in lemmings, this is true. Okay. Because there are so many different types, here's a list that may help you make the right choices later on. There is a big list of different lemmings here. You may wish to have a shufty at that by pausing the screen if you're big into lemmings, I don't know. I may just run through them really quickly. Just weave through them, right? So we've got jumper, archer, hopper, roller, shimmier, miner, magno, boots, stomper, platformer, surfer, roper, musician, filler, attractor, skater, thrower, climber, floater, bazooka, skyer, diver, parachute, twister, blocker, runner, bummer, kayaker, digger, builder, exploder, spearer, mortar, super lem, slider, glue pourer, sledger, ballooner, scooper, swimmer, club basher, basher, laser blaster, fencer, pole vaulter, flamethrower, jetpack, and Icarus wings. It says most of the names are self-explanatory and you'll soon find out what the others do as you start to read the book. Now it's time to go to 1, where you can decide which zone you'd like to play first. That pretty much finishes the introduction and the explanation. We do get this jazzy picture here to kick us off. It's the first thing I saw when I turned the page. No idea what that's about because I've not started the adventure yet. I'll give you one wee look at this again. So that's what I'm going to do. I have the 2 Lemmings books. So I'm going to let's play both of them is the plan, and that should be fun. If you want to get notified of that, I think it's going to tell you about all of the other stuff that I upload as well, but it will tell you when I do the next piece of this, and also when I do the second book. You can subscribe and see that. If you think, I don't know, this chick's putting things in her face and doing weird skits and I don't know if I want to be told about all this, you could just like this video. That'd be nice. And kind of try and mind on, I guess. I don't know how you would. You really, I think, have to subscribe if you want to be notified about the next bit. As far as I can tell, I'm new to this YouTubing. I've only been doing it 5 weeks, and my internet doesn't work because I live on Orkney and the internet's shite here. So 96, we ranked 96, number 96 out of 96 countries. So I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I do have other things uploaded as well. If you just want to have a wee look at what I've done already, I have done. I've started off some let's plays of other books. I will be doing more of them too. Similar stuff. Game books, nice Sonic one, something about a dragon. You might well like those. Have a wee look. That's really all I've got to say about this, about Lemmings, or about my let's plays in general. One last look at the book. It really is a good one, as far as I remember. I remember it being so much fun when I was a girl. Love having this again. I'm looking forward to this one so much. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. This one really has been fun. Bye bye for now. I hope I see you in another video.